So let's get on to our previously programmed segment, and that was, what did you have to do growing up that you do or don't do as an adult now? Okay. So what are some of the things you had to do growing up that you just don't do anymore because maybe you had to do them growing up? And what are some things that you still do, in your home life?
Traditionals, idiosyncrasies kind of thing.
That you still do. And let me start out. I'll give you an example, and I did in my video earlier, is growing up, we always had to put the old bar of soap on top of the new bar of soap.
Yeah.
Okay. That went on all the way up till adulthood while I was still living at home. So we always had to make sure we meld that on. I don't do that anymore. When I see that thing's gotten down so small you can hardly use it anymore, I just throw it in the trash can. Now, how about you?
Well, me on the other hand, I'm
you still do.
Still doing it. Mom's up in heaven saying, I taught him one thing and he's taking it to the grave.
Very good. Yes, very good. And there are times I go in the back room there, and there it is, the two soaps stuck together, and then I got to make sure it stays together.
And I can't, for the life of me, understand why they don't stay stuck. I work as hard as I can to get them stuck, and then I get up, wash my hands an hour later, and they fall apart.
Yeah.
So. I try my best.
It's just too much work. I mean,
it is a lot of work.
It makes washing your hands very stressful.
Yes.
Okay, another thing actually something I do, and I will say not everybody in my household does this, but I still do it, is take the syrup bottles, the ketchup bottles, anything that might have something left in them, and I turn them upside down.
Yes,
so that the next time we go to use them, we finish it out. And it actually makes cleaning out for the recycling a lot easier as well, right?
Very
do you
good.
Still do that?
Yeah.
That
Yes, I do. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Anybody else do that? Yeah, I don't have comments over here. You have comments over here?
I actually do it with my my dish soap. When it gets all the way down, so I put it upside down. I put it in a cup. So
you have to put it in a cup because it's such a small.
Yeah.
And shampoo.
Shampoo. Yes.
Do all that.
Yeah.
Okay, that's something I still do. All right. How about bed sheets?
I know nothing about bed sheets, so we'll give you this one, Joel.
Growing up, for whatever reason, now I don't mean this to be a pile on mom and dad and all that stuff, but growing up, we never had fitted bed sheets.
Right.
We always had flat sheets for the bottom around the mattress, and where the flat sheet actually goes. Right? So the sheets on our beds were constantly coming out because they were not fitted. They didn't have that elastic band around them to keep them on the and I have no idea why, because you can buy them.
Morning, Karen.
Even in that day,
that's what my
question. You could buy the set, but they insisted
Okay.
on buying 2 flat sheets. Especially up at the trailer at the camper. I remember waking up. The sheets were everywhere. The bed pad was all kind of crinkled up.
Well, those mattresses were kind of small. And it was hard to make them.
Right. So I don't know. Do you remember that, Keith? Or?
Yeah. Well, I remember. And I didn't think fitted sheets were invented till after I got married,
and
because I had never. I just didn't know they existed.
Right.
So, if anybody knows when the fitted sheet was invented, let us know. It's something neat to look up.
I think I
just figured that was a rich man's way of making a bed. You just never had to worry about it.
Right.
And then if you were poor working class folk like us, when we grew up, you got regular sheets and tucked them in every morning.
I think I discovered it when I went to a friend's house and had a sleepover or something like that.
What the heck is this?
I was like, well, how come your sheets don't come untucked? Well, they're,
Is that a custom? Where do you go to get custom-made sheets? Wow.
Okay, moving on. Dish rag or dishes in the sink? Well, we still have dishes in the sink from time to time because I apparently am the one person in the household who actually knows where the dishwasher is.
Yeah, it's kind of far away in your house, isn't it?
You have to take a half a step that way.
It's almost an arm's reach away.
It is.
Almost?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So I have to put them in the dishes. But the one thing that we don't use in my household anymore is the dish rag.
Yeah, dish rag. And I remember your lovely wife is diabolically opposed to.
Yes.
And it is true. They do collect all sorts of stuff. I remember growing up, the dish rag we had, we could smell getting off the bus in the morning. In the afternoon. Dish rag. No, didn't wash the dish rag yet. So
yeah, we had that thing around. It would hang over the the water,
Yeah.
faucet, or in the.
It would invite itself to dinner on Sundays.
That's right. It would get washed
Myron's on
once in a while.
Richard, boy,
So,
we got it nice. Everybody's starting to file.
All right.
Yeah.
Nice. Use paper towels. So no, we use paper towels like not me. I try to conserve the use of paper towels, and I'll use them to wipe crumbs into the sink. But everybody else in my household, man, we use paper towels like breathing air.
Yeah.
They put a cookie on it, eat the cookie. Well, that paper towel is no good
Can't
anymore.
use that again.
Right into the trash.
Different from Pop. Pop used to use a paper
Yes.
towel until.
Yes, we used to have paper towels at home forever.
Yeah,
like
placemats.
They were placemats, and
They
they would
were-
just sit on the table.
Yeah.
They'd have coffee stains on them. There would be like jelly stains on them. But
Oh, yeah.
They would be shaken off. They'd shake off the crumbs.
And put them back down as a
Put 'em
placemat.
back on.
Oh, goodness sakes.
So we go through paper towels in my
Yes.
household more frequently than.
And
growing
flushing the toilet.
Yeah, tell us about
Now,
flushing
well,
the toilet.
this is
Keith.
a little different nowadays. The only one I can think of offhand that has a septic is Myron, and I'm sure he flushes his toilet because it's the modern era.
Yeah.
But we didn't flush our toilet until we absolutely had to. We had we didn't have a septic system.
No, we did
had
not.
a converted water well.
Yes.
In our 100-plus-year-old house.
Yes.
That was always overflowing, and so we weren't allowed to use water unless we absolutely had to. So let us know if anybody
So just to
their-
clarify, the well that turned into our septic, I don't know, 100 years ago, was used actually to get water. It was
Right.
a water well.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
When they got running water into the house, they converted our house. Our old house used to have an outhouse, like way in the back, long before we were there. But so they turned the water well into the septic. Now, just on that premise, you can imagine how well that worked, or how
Well, the well
worked as a septic dispenser.
Right.
Right? I mean, the job of that well is to hold water.
Right.
When you put sewer into it, well,
And there had to still been, there must have been a spring down there at some point that was still active,
oh,
right?
man, yeah.
Yeah, what a, boy, I tell you.
So, yeah.
It's a wonder we don't have like hands growing out of our forehead, you know?
So,
Boy, I tell
when
you.
we went out the back door of our house, folks, we literally had to walk around whatever was just flushed.
Now, mind you, we did not grow up in Appalachia, ladies and gentlemen. It was Media, Delaware County. And it was only 45 years, well, 50 years ago. Yeah,
Anyway,
yeah.
so I flush the toilet every single time I
Yes,
look at it,
yeah.
right? That toilet needs to be flushed, Anyway,
goodness
what else we
sakes,
have out there? I
yeah.
know that, let's see, we had some people chiming in. Thanks for your response, by the way. Let's see, Brad chimed in on this comment. I had to eat liver as a child and never touched it again when I got older. Can you remember Mom feeding us
Yes.
liver for dinner?
Well, I got something else to say about that. Mom, great cook. Mom, I think she was a better baker because she liked sweets so much.
Yes, she tremendous baker.
Yeah, so
yeah.
you do what you love best. But she was a great cook too. She found out that we didn't like liver, so she would make liver for herself, and she would cook hot dogs for us in the same pan. So what's better than what's better than liver? Liver flavored hot dogs, ladies and gentlemen. So yes, that's
She showed us.
yeah, really.
I'll tell you what,
Yes.
man. Who likes liver out there? I think maybe Barbara chimed in that she liked liver.
Oh, I like
Yeah.
liver worse. Hey, Themis is on. Hello,
Yeah.
Themis. How's the big family going?
All right, and then Richard, thanks for chiming in here. Richard, cauliflower as a child, he didn't like cauliflower. He thought it looked like a brain. Yes, I agree with you there.
Yep.
But he does like to eat anything nowadays and try out new foods and so forth. We had cauliflower quite a bit growing up.
Yes.
And Mom would put like that cheese sauce on
Oh,
it.
yeah, yes.
And that made it better. I actually find cauliflower to be almost flavorless.
Yes,
like,
it is.
It's not offensive. It's not like liver.
Right,
Liver is pretty offensive.
Yeah. Ugh.
Yeah, so thanks, guys. Let us know what you're thinking as far as some
However-
things that you still do or don't do.
However, foie gras, I think that's pronounced. Foie gras is duck liver,
Ah.
and it is absolutely amazing. And
Sounds like something out of Shrek.
Well, you want to get into the macabre a little bit. They force feed these poor little ducks grain that has been saturated in whiskey.
Oh my gosh! Are you
So
serious?
they get cirrhosis of the liver. Their liver's enlarge. We harvest the liver and then have a doggone good.
Something
I don't know why everybody hates the French. I think they're really
they're avant-garde.
yes. But anyway, so
Okay.
that's liver that I like. Moving on.
Yeah, moving on, folks. Chime in below if you have some. I don't know if I'm seeing all the. Good to see you, Richard. Heather, yes. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, I'm glad you found us too, Richard. Sorry about the feeds and all that. We had a hard time getting on Facebook today. Well, if you wouldn't mind doing us a favor, smack the like button. Love the love button. Give a comment, share if you would, and I mean, if you're getting any type of value out of this ridiculous show, that would be awesome if you do that for us. Don't forget to check out smackandjack.com. We have lots of good products on there to get you on your way to internet marketing and just learning a bit more about how to get yourself out there on this World Wide Web that we have.
www.
Yeah. All right, let's get into a game, folks. Get ready to start typing in.
What is